Good health isn't a gift, it is an accomplishment. Very good evening, viewers. Welcome to an exclusive health talk, BMC Global Live Al Hilal Health World. Nothing but lifestyle. Myself, Marina Francis. Most of us, I think many of us, we undergo certain joint pains, body pains, but we don't try to get rid of it, or we may just go about living with it. But I think it is important for us to understand what could be causing such a situation, and if possible, maybe it was something we could get rid of and we were just moving ahead with it. So anyways, awareness about health conditions is what we intend through Health World episodes. In today's episode of Health World, our topic for discussion is knee osteoarthritis. Definitely, I think many viewers watching right now would find this episode very useful. So I'm very happy to introduce to you the doctor joining with us today, Dr. Dayal Chavan.
Hello.
He is a specialist orthopedic surgeon, completed MBBS from Karnataka and post-graduation from All India Institute. He has an expertise in joint replacement and sports medicine. He is currently working at Al Hilal Hospital, Rifa branch. Specialist orthopedic surgeon with over 10 years experience. So let us hear more from him about knee osteoarthritis. Good evening, doctor.
Yeah, good evening.
Welcome to Health World.
Yeah, thank you.
So doctor, let us begin with the basic question to
Yes.
clarify for the viewers. What is osteoarthritis?
So osteoarthritis, it is a degenerative joint disease. So particularly affecting the articular cartilage. Articular cartilage in the sense it is the sheath of the joint.
Okay.
So very commonly it is due to wear and tear of the joints, which we come across in older age people.
Okay.
So this is what is osteoarthritis.
Okay. Doctor, what could be the causes of osteoarthritis?
See, we categorize osteoarthritis into two types, like primary and secondary. Primary, it is seen in a joint de novo. In the sense, it is seen in aged people and is mainly in the weight-bearing joints. So, one weight-bearing joint is the knee, other is the hip.
Yes.
And coming to secondary osteoarthritis, it is very common. So, it means there is a pre-existing disease in the joint which is leading to osteoarthritis. Example, obesity and the overweight and any maldevelopment of the legs like bow knees. So these causes secondary osteoarthritis. On top of that, see, obesity is the primary factor which causes secondary osteoarthritis.
So doctor, what are the symptoms that are a part of osteoarthritis?
Yeah, the symptoms of knee osteoarthritis, particularly pain, is the earliest symptom which we see at the earliest stages, and in the beginning it will be intermittent. So it won't be constant. So as the day progresses over a period of months or years, it will be a constant and there will be a resting pain. And other symptoms, very common symptom is the walking distance of the individual, it comes down. So let's say the walking distance will be hardly less than 500 meters.
Okay.
So other things are like there will be click sounds, patient will be hearing click sounds from their knees, though there will be stiffness, there will be enlarged joint, there will be instability, okay, then there will be locking. These are the very common symptoms which we find across the knee osteoarthritis patients.
So doctor, you mentioned in the beginning old age people have more chances of getting osteoarthritis. So is there a difference between, do younger age people also get osteoarthritis, and men and women, how is the difference?
So there is no sex difference in getting osteoarthritis, as it is seen very commonly once the person crosses about 50, there are chances of getting osteoarthritis in every individual.
Okay.
So younger people do get the osteoarthritis.
Okay.
So when they have the childhood diseases like septic arthritis, they progress to osteoarthritis at a younger age. So the younger age osteoarthritis, it is very common in the hip rather than in the knee.
Okay. Okay.
So knee osteoarthritis we come across in the older age group people only, very commonly.
So doctor, what are the investigations that are carried out to diagnose osteoarthritis?
So, yeah, to diagnose osteoarthritis, there are two criteria. One is the clinical diagnosis and the radiological diagnosis. Clinically, when we examine the patient, so we note there is tender points like painful areas over the knee, and the knee will be stiff. There will be a deformity
Okay.
in the knee we come across. And if you talk about radiologically, we do take X-rays of the knees, especially in standing position. and we grade the osteoarthritis to plan a management. So to rule out other things, we do the serological test and the blood test to rule out chronic inflammatory conditions and metabolic disorders like rheumatoid arthritis and gout. These causes causing the osteoarthritis.
Okay. So, doctor, when a person generally has a knee pain, persisting knee pain, then how do they know when they should approach a doctor?
Yeah, this is a very good question, and the patient should approach until unless if it is not a trauma related, the patient should approach a doctor as immediately as possible for further evaluation. So why there is knee pain without any trauma related thing? So it requires early consultation with the doctor.
Okay. Anyways, viewers, we covered what are the symptoms seen under osteoarthritis and also what can cause it, the types of osteoarthritis, and when a person should see a doctor. We have many more questions to go, and we definitely need to know how osteoarthritis is treated. So we will be back after a very short break. Welcome back. You're watching BMC Global Live Al Hilal Health World. Our topic for today's discussion is knee osteoarthritis. We dealt with the causes, the meaning of arthritis, the symptoms, and now let's move on to further aspects. So, doctor, you mentioned how to diagnose knee osteoarthritis. Then, after such a diagnosis, how would you proceed with the treatment?
See, the knee osteoarthritis treatment is basically categorized into two things, non-surgical and surgical.
Okay.
Let's talk about non-surgical things.
Okay.
So non-surgical, first thing comes about this supportive therapy. In the supportive therapy, if you talk about, it is the weight reduction.
Okay.
So why weight reduction? So weight has a very important role to play in a knee osteoarthritis.
Doctor, since you mentioned about weight reduction, one question that comes up is how does a person know that they are overweight and that is causing
this is a
the
good question
problem?
to ask. Yes. So the normal BMI value for individual is 18.5 to 24.9.
Okay.
So if the BMI value falls about 25, so we categorize it as overweight individual, and if it is above 30, then it is a obesity.
Okay.
So then when the person is overweight, we advise the individual to do a diet modification and the exercise to bring down his weight.
So, while bringing down the weight, during weight reduction, many people have this doubt, how much weight to lose in a week or how can we proceed about with it?
So the ideal weight loss as recommended is it is a 1 pound per week.
Okay.
So 1 pound in the sense it is a roughly half kilo. See, the normally individual on an average the individual consumes about 2200 calories. So this is the normal value. So when there is a calorie deficit of 500 per day for over a period of 1 week, you will lose around 1 pound of weight.
Okay.
So healthy weight loss for on an average individual is 1 pound per week.
Okay.
And next, so the second point in supportive therapy is avoiding stress and strain to the joints in day-to-day activities like running, sitting, long standing hours. These should be avoided. And exercise. Exercise, when you talk about exercise, it is the quads muscles you need to strengthen out
Okay.
to control the osteoarthritis progression.
So, doctor, you spoke about quads muscle strengthening. So, using squats. So, how do we manage that? How is the frequency of that?
Yeah, the squats, mainly there are many type of squats exercise. The person should carry out the body weight squats. It is around 60 to 100 repetitions per day for over a period of 6 weeks.
Okay.
So these are there are other squats exercise, but mainly body weight squats is the number one exercise to do
Okay.
to control knee osteoarthritis.
Okay.
And other things are like a local heat application we do. These are all comes under supportive therapy. So coming to the medicine part of treatment for osteoarthritis knee.
Okay.
So we have analgesics, we have cartilage protective agents,
Okay.
and there are injections which we call as viscosupplementations.
Okay.
In the general term we call as gel injections, where we inject gel to the knee It is a hyaluronic acid injection. So on weekly basis we give for over a period of 6 weeks.
Okay.
So these are all comes under the non-surgical category of treatment for knee osteoarthritis.
Okay. Doctor, you mentioned that the treatment can be classified as surgical and non-surgical. I suppose you told about the non-surgical side. So what could be the surgical method of treating joint
So
replacement?
we indicate surgical treatment in a grade 3 to grade 4 osteoarthritis patients.
Okay.
So how do you grade this? So it is basically clinical things like walking distance. When the walking distance of individual is less than 50 to 100 meters,
Okay.
and the resting pain, and when there is instability. Instability means there will be loosening of the joints. So in these cases we do recommend joint replacement as a surgical intervention for knee osteoarthritis.
Okay.
So it is joint knee replacement means it is simply we replace the worn out part of the joint. It is not the as the term sounds, we will not replace the entire joint. We will be replacing only the worn out part and replace with the metal caps.
Okay.
So one of the advantages is, the number one advantage is it will be pain free. So patient can walk for longer distance.
Yes.
So 1 hour, 2 hours he can stand without pain. So climbing stairs, getting down from stairs, so there won't be any pain. So there won't be any pain in the sense for daily to day activities. So these are the advantages of knee replacement.
Okay. Doctor, generally when we hear about joint replacement, people do have a fear about accepting it. So how would you address to that?
See, many people they have a misconception about the complications of joint knee replacement. They have in mind that entire knee will be replaced. So it is not so. So the term is very different. We replace the articular surfaces with the metal caps
Okay.
and come out.
Okay.
And the so it is a simple procedure. So the patient doesn't require any long admissions in the hospital, only 3 or 4 days max.
Okay.
And immediately the advantage of knee replacement is, so immediately after the surgery, let's say after 48 hours, we make the patient walk with the walker, and he will be independent by the end of 3 weeks.
Doctor, another doubt that commonly comes up is after a knee replacement is done, maybe after a few years, does it require any modifications as such?
See, don't require, see, everything it has a life, it depends upon the activity of the individual. So if the person was overweight after the knee replacement, so the walking distance definitely improves. So in the longer run it will be very helpful. Normally there will be a lifespan of the metal, because whatever we are putting it is the metal implants. So they too have a life. So if the person is taking care of his weight, generally the life of the implant will be more.
Okay.
So normally on an average individual it comes up to 15 to 20 years.
Okay.
Okay. And the person is, I mean if the person is maintaining his weight, definitely the life will be longer.
Okay.
So after that, if there is any secondary complications, then there will be a modification. Otherwise, as such, no.
So doctor, while talking about knee osteoarthritis, I think we should also consider, does diet have a role to play in this?
Yeah, diet has a significant role to play in weight reduction.
Yes.
So when the person is losing weight through whatever diet regimes he follows, in all the diet regimes there should be a calorie deficit. So when the calorie deficit, the diet he follows, definitely will lose the weight in the longer run. Okay, as I told you, as I mentioned in the starting, like healthy weight loss is about 1 pound per week.
Yes.
Okay, that is the healthy weight loss. So whatever diet regimes you follow, that is the recommended weight loss. This is the recommended weight loss program to follow.
Okay.
Okay.
So doctor, one common doubt is once knee osteoarthritis is diagnosed, can a person get rid of it completely back to normal?
Yeah, people should understand like knee osteoarthritis, it is a progressive disease. As I told you, it is a disease of the sheet of the joint. So once there is damage to the sheet, so definitely we cannot bring it to normal. So I'm not discouraging you. The whatever the treatments, non-surgical methods of treatment I told you, so with that we can control the further progression.
Okay.
Okay. and that is how we can prevent the osteoarthritis.
Okay.
Okay.
Doctor, so you mentioned many aspects in this episode. Can you sum up all of that into a takeaway message for the viewers?
Yeah. So knee osteoarthritis, as I told you, it is a degenerative disease which is seen in very commonly in the older age group people. It is due to wear and tear of the joints. So once the patient comes to know, or once the patient has doubt about symptoms of osteoarthritis, definitely he has to consult a doctor for further evaluation. So after the consultation, depending upon his grades of osteoarthritis, we treat accordingly, either surgically or non-surgically.
Okay. Thank you so much, Doctor, for joining with us today. Hope all of our viewers found this episode useful. Anyways, until we meet again in the next episode of Al Hilal Health World, next week, same day, same time, this is Marina Francis signing off. Stay safe, stay home. Good night.